Hello, and welcome to 100 Days of Tonalism. This is your resident artist, M. Francis McCarthy, and the study that I've done today is by Edward Mitchell Banister. The only title I can find is Landscape. I don't know much about Edward. I've just been learning some in preparation for this particular blog post, and he has found some biographical information on Wikipedia and another site. I'm going to read you the bit that's off of Wikipedia right now. Banister was born in St. Andrews, New Brunswick, and moved to New England in the late 1840s, where he remained for the rest of his life. While Banister was well known in the artistic community of his adopted home of Providence, Rhode Island, and admired within the wider East Coast art world, he was largely forgotten for almost a century for a complexity of reasons, principally connected with racial prejudice, because Edward Mitchell Banister was black. With the ascendancy of the Civil Rights Movement in the 1970s, his work was again celebrated and collected. In 1978, Rhode Island College dedicated its art gallery in Banister's name with a special exhibition, From Providence. This event was attended and commented on by numerous notable political figures of the time. Although primarily known for his idealized landscapes and seascapes, Banister also executed portraits, biblical and mythological scenes, and genre scenes. An intellectual autodidact, his tastes in literature were typical of an educated Victorian painter. Banister died of a heart attack in 1901 while attending a prayer meeting at his church, Elmwood Avenue Free Baptist Church. He is buried in the North Burial Ground in Providence, Rhode Island. There's a little bit more here on another page I'm going to read. First of all, there's a quote. He says, "All that I would do I cannot, but with God's help I hope to deliver the message He entrusted to me." That was by Edward Mitchell Banister. Little biography here. Banister created a sensation when one of his paintings won first prize at the Philadelphia Centennial Exposition in 1876. He was also a respected and knowledgeable art critic. I recommend looking up some of his work online. It's pretty good stuff. You could certainly learn a bit about landscape painting from this guy. The reason I selected the piece that I did today is I don't know if he was really a tonalist or not. I don't know how he defined himself, but his work has that strong barbizon feel and also good strong shadows, which I found attractive. In this particular piece, I was attracted to the dark mass of shadows on the left-hand side and the way that the middle ground was divided by shadows from the trees. The original painting had a figure on the path, which I removed. You can see that down at the bottom. That was just my personal choice. I don't like figures in landscapes. I find it distracting. But certainly plenty of tonalists did it. And whether it actually is a defining trait of tonalism that figures are or are not included is debatable. In my view, most paintings are better off without them, for reasons I've outlined in my blog more than once. Anyway, I guess we're getting close to the end here, so I want to thank you for joining me for day 19 of 100 Days of Tonalism, and I hope you enjoy the study of Edward Mitchell Banister's painting Landscape. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can go to landscapepainter.co.nz, or co-nz as we say out here, and you can also follow my blog posts from there. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and stay out of trouble. We'll see you tomorrow for day 20.